Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Lisa, a colour pencil artist, a mum, and I create art tutorials over on Patreon. I really love encouraging people to slow down, appreciate the beauty of nature, and just enjoy the relaxing process of colour pencil art. Today I'm going to show you how to draw this little frog with colour pencils. This is actually a shorter version of my full real-time tutorial that's available on Patreon, where I take you through the whole process step by step. You get given the reference photo, line art, material list, and everything you need to complete this one all by yourself. Alright, so grab your pencils and let's get started. So the best place to start with a piece like this is going in with the eye. So I use a really sharp black or dark sepia pencil to go and do the outline. When going into the pupil, I do go in with some of the darker colours, but then also glaze over some of the greens and blues that you can see in the reflection. And I actually put so many colours in this eye. Looking around, you can see browns, greens, blues, oranges. So making sure to pay attention to your reference photo where you can see these colours, and if you need to get a little bit darker, you can lightly go over with your dark sepia pencil to darken up these areas. It's best to go in light layers so that you can get a lot of different colours in and a lot of depth in. And as you go, you can blend down lightly with your lighter colours to make it all nice and smooth and give it that sort of glassy and reflective look that eyes have. Moving on to the skin, I did find this quite tricky, but just using a variety of different green tones helps to get a sort of bumpy texture. And as you're going through, using a sharper point just to put in all of those little dark sections, you can go through doing little circles and semicircles to show all of these little bumps and divots in the skin. For the skin on the left of the eye, I did go in with my white waxy Holbein soft white pencil just to put in a little bit of the wax resist, which will help to keep these areas nice and light. And this will help with the overall texture as you go through. And then when you're putting your colour down, you can just try and go around these white dots that you've already put in, building up the same colours we used at the start and going around all of those little white sections with your darker pencils, making sure to blend along the way with your lighter colours as well. And then we'll just continue to repeat the same thing for the next section of the frog by going in with our white waxy Holbein pencil, putting down some of that wax resist, and then going over lightly with your colours. You'll find that at the start of a piece it does take you a little bit longer because you're figuring out which colours you're going to use, the layering process you're going to use, and how you're going to get the texture that you want. And once you get that under control and you know what you're doing, then it starts to get a little bit faster and you're just repeating the same thing but in different sections. So remember, when it comes to realism, the main thing that you need to worry about is your values. So these are the light and darker sections. On this frog, there are a lot of light highlight sections, so we definitely want to make sure that we're going around these. This can also be called the negative space method, where you're just going around the lighter sections rather than going over them and then lightening them up later. So just pay attention to your reference photo and ensure that you're getting the lighter sections in the right spots and you're getting the darker sections in the right spots. So if you do go through and you're not using the correct color green, or it looks a little bit different to your reference photo, this doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is that you're getting your lighter and darker sections in the right place. Especially with this sort of thing, because it's sort of a wet, slippery texture, having the really stark highlight sections is what's going to make it look realistic, which is what we're going for with this piece. If this video is moving a little bit too quickly and you'd prefer to follow the process step by step at your own pace, a completed real-time tutorial is available on Patreon. You receive everything you need to complete this project all by yourself. The tutorial can be purchased individually, but becoming a member gives you access to more than 60 additional tutorials. You can visit my website to view all the available content, or join as a free member on Patreon to receive updates and notifications about these new releases. The links will be in the description. Moving on to the front foot and leg, I went in first with a dark sepia pencil just to add in all of the dark sections you can see, just so that we don't lose the outline and it makes it clear where the darker sections are. Then go in with the white waxy pencil, put down the wax resist, and then start to go in lightly with the green colours. Some of the green colours I use here is the earth green yellowish, the May green, and the permanent green. And these are Faber-Castell Polychromos pencils, but I let my Patreons know that even if you use different brands, you can just use different colours that are similar to the ones that I'm using. Again, it doesn't matter the colours that you're using, it's just making sure that you're getting the lighter and darker tones in the right spots, and it'll look just fine. One of the great things about completing a tutorial like this is that you can stop and start the video if you need to catch up. There are options and ways that you can speed up the video and slow it down if you feel like you want to go at a faster pace or go a little bit slower. And being able to complete this sort of thing at your own leisure, in your own time, makes it really flexible to be able to complete. Everyone learns at different speeds, so this is great to be able to complete it the way that works for you. One of the really important things to do towards the end of the piece is just to step back, have a look from a distance, or even have a break from it for a day or two and come back with fresh eyes so that you can see where the darker and lighter sections need to be enhanced or made a little bit darker. Sometimes when you're working on a piece really closely, it's sort of hard to see what you need to fix when you're too close to it. So being able to move away and get some perspective from it with a different point of view is always helpful. Some artists even invert the image, or they'll look at it in a mirror just to see where they can see flaws and what needs to be changed. So although this piece is going to have a background, we're just going to put a little bit of a shadow underneath the feet just to give it a little bit of character, make it look like it's sitting on something rather than just floating in midair. And then an extra step that you can do to really help those highlights is use a white gel pen just to put in some of those little highlight sections. So you don't want to go overboard with this, and we are using the negative space method, so you shouldn't have to go in with too much of this, but it really just helps to point out some of those little highlight sections and really just brings it to that next dimension. Again, it's not really needed, it's just something extra you can do if you have it laying around. But I really hope that you like this tutorial, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this one. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.